Bill Haney said this. Man, I'm hearing all this yapping from lying Ryan, who hasn't even signed up for random testing yet. I'm going to stop right there. Bill Haney also said, Ryan, you can't win a championship belt, so you wrap a waist belt around your arm and shoot Osterine instead? I'm going to stop right there. Bill Haney also said, King Cap, stop the precious S. Expletive. You know VADA will expose the truth and bust you in 48 hours if you are still a hot fighter. I'm going to stop right there. Bill Haney also said, I see Ryan's fans backing him up, and I respect the loyalty. But real talk, if Ryan's as clean as you all believe, VADA testing should be a no-brainer. I'm going to stop right there. Bill Haney is talking about VADA. He's talking about VADA because Ryan Garcia, as we all know at this point, failed VADA testing, which is random testing, right? It's random. That's what they say. They say it's random. That's what they've been saying this. Screaming is random. Everybody been screaming random. But I debunked that theory of the elements of random testing associated with VADA last year. You remember that? When I had Victor Conti here on this channel? When I interviewed Victor Conti, not once, but twice. One time for 3 hours, another time for 2 hours. A total of 5 hours in 2 different encounters where I had Victor Conti here. Y'all remember that? What about when I had Margaret Goodman, the founder of VADA? In an interview, she was here. No other content creator was able to secure a conversation, dialogue, or an interview with Dr. Margaret Goodman, the founder of VADA. Y'all remember that? And last but not least, let me tell y'all what Ryan Garcia said, and then I'm going to drive all this home. Ryan Garcia responded to one of the tweets that Bill Haney said. And this is what Ryan Garcia said. Does it have to be your precious VADA, Bill, or can it be any organization? Why am I bringing all of these tweets up about what Ryan Garcia asked Bill Haney regarding VADA? Why am I bringing all his receipts up regarding what Bill Haney said to Ryan Garcia about VADA? It's very simple. The reason is because I'm the only one on YouTube as a content creator in the niche of boxing that have pointed the truth out. Not just about Victor Conti, not just about the SNAP program, but also about VADA. And one of the things that I said to Victor Conti when he was here in an interview with me, in a dialogue, a conversation that we had on this channel, live, before thousands of people, I asked him about this theory of random testing. Now, most of y'all were here, so y'all know what he said. But Bill Haney is advocating for VADA testing. So the reason why I'm saying something about all of this in a nutshell is because I find it interesting that Bill Haney is encouraging Ryan Garcia to go through VADA testing. Who does this remind y'all of? Who do you know besides what Bill Haney's doing now? Who else, besides what Bill Haney's doing with Ryan Garcia, who else advocates for VADA? Who else encourage a fighter or fighters, professional boxers, to be tested through VADA? To supply their blood and urine to VADA? Who else? Just tell me. Who else? Tell me in the comments section, please. Tell me, who else? Besides what Bill Haney's doing, because Bill Haney is shoving VADA down Ryan Garcia's throat, and he's even talking about putting a 48-hour time limit on when they can, quote-unquote, test and basically catch someone for cheating if the fighter is cheating. You've guessed it. Victor Conte. Doesn't Victor Conte promote VADA testing? Doesn't he tweet very often? And hasn't he been tweeting time and time again for well over a decade and a half about VADA testing, VADA testing, VADA testing, VADA testing? And everybody should undergo VADA testing. It's the most stringent testing. Y'all remember that? Or did y'all forget that Victor Conte even told me, and he even said it in a tweet. Don't let me pull it up because you know I got the evidence and I will. He said in a tweet that even a smart cheater can circumvent the most stringent VADA testing. That's what he said. So what I'm trying to figure out is, why is Bill Haney advocating for VADA when Victor Conte told me that VADA testing is inept and easy to beat? Why is Bill Haney advocating for Ryan Garcia to go through to get tested again with VADA when Ryan Garcia is suspicious of VADA and Victor Conte? And Bill Haney knows this. Why is he doing that? And why is Bill Haney using the term random testing? Why is he doing that? Now, I know y'all might be saying, well, Manager Marty, what are you implying? Why are you asking these questions? Because we need answers. I'm not implying. I'm just asking the question. Because I pointed out to Victor Conte when he was here. And look on your screen. Go on, look at it. Look at your screen right now. I'm going to read it to you. This is from VADA's website. I pointed this out to Victor Conte because all these years, y'all kept on thinking, y'all meaning the fans of boxing, y'all kept thinking that when Victor Conte told you all about stringent VADA testing that Devin Haney was undergoing, stringent VADA testing that the fighters under the SNAC program, his fighters, were undergoing, that everything was so stringent and everything was random. Y'all believe that, which was fine because I guess at that time, Victor Conte was a credible source to some of you until he sat in front of me. And most people now realize that I've conducted research about 15 years now, about 15 years. When it comes to anti-doping, not just in boxing, but in sports in general. And so when I look at the website, go and look at your screen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Go and look at it. Yeah, go and look at it. This is from VADA's own website. I'm going to read these words to you. Professional athletes will volunteer to be subject to unannounced testing at any time during the 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight. You see, I asked Victor Conte this question. I'm still waiting for the 3 questions I just asked Bill Haney. I really want to know the answers to the questions that I asked Bill Haney. But the question I asked Victor Conte when he was here is very simple. And the questions I'm going to ask you today is very simple, since we're talking about VADA testing. How is the testing? Because they said it's unannounced testing, right? How is it random? I asked this question to Victor, and now I'm going to ask you. How is it random? I know it says subject to unannounced testing, but how is it random? If the fighters already know that they're going to be tested during 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight. In other words, is VADA publicized the time frame that fighters will have to get tested before a bout. So basically, they'll get tested anytime during the 8 weeks. But as long as fighters know that they have a maximum amount of 8 weeks before a bout, anybody can really cheat and circumvent this process, even during their training camps. This is what Victor Conti told us. So I'm trying to figure out if all these things are true about what I'm saying about VADA, their website. Victor Conti came here. He spoke on VADA, talked about how inept the testing was, how beatable the VADA testing is, how there's a contradiction with the random, quote unquote, style testing process. And Bill Haney and Devin Haney are friends with Victor Conti. Not only just friends, but Victor Conti helped enhance the performances of Devin Haney for the last 11 or 12 fights. And when I say enhance, I mean it simply enhance. Now, you can go ahead and draw your conclusion and say whether it's legal or not. I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what Devin Haney said in the Netflix documentary. Y'all remember that? When Devin Haney said, yeah, it's performance enhancement, but without the drugs. That's what Devin Haney said. And that's what the Snack website and their Instagram page said, that they enhance the performance of athletes through their products and regimens. And you know why I'm talking about VADA? You know why I'm talking about Victor Conti? Because Victor Conti talked about how involved he was with forming VADA and introducing all the elements involved and people to help form VADA. And before I play the evidence, like I've played it before, I want to leave you with this. Ryan Garcia says something that was interesting. He said, does it have to be VADA? That's what he asked Bill Haney. Or can it be any organization? Does it have to be VADA? I mean, there's other anti-doping agencies around. Does it have to be VADA? You know why he's asking that question? Is because the person who supplied Devin Haney with his supplements, his product, and whatever else he's giving Devin Haney, I'm talking about Victor Conti, through the snack program, well, he's intricately involved with VADA, and he's always been involved with VADA, and he always was involved with the forming of VADA. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
the most credible people in the world in anti-doping. Mm-hmm. Has agreed to be involved. So, and it's called VADA. And VADA, V-A-D-A, stands for Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. Mm-hmm. So this is what you're probably reading between the lines here. You know, what have I been talking with Sam about?